Good evening, everyone. Where do we begin? It is the last day of this course, which seems to be insane. Um, I was really nervous about this course coming into it, especially after or not reading, but listening to Dr. St. John about how this course was really going to make us analyze ourselves, our own spirituality, religious beliefs, and we was gonna have to open up and get pretty deep into some of our own things in our lives. Um, I don't do well with looking at myself. I do way better with looking at others and trying to help their problems. So I think one of the things that throughout this course I've learned is that for us to be beneficial within social work, we have to look at ourselves and know what we are made up of, what our spiritual beliefs are, what our religious beliefs are, what we're going through, what traumas we may have, and so forth, to be able to effectively work with clients. Um, as far as our discussion questions go, what I want to bring into my practice is the idea that every person has their own values. Every person deserves, regardless of whatever their beliefs may or may not be, deserves to be treated with dignity. Um, it doesn't matter what they've been through, it doesn't matter what lifestyle choices they have chosen at one point, what mistakes they've made. While we really get into what beliefs they have that makes them a whole person. So, with that being stated, I learned that the spirituality can be both mine and the client's. That it isn't just a religious topic; it's part of who we are. Um, with that being stated, once we do the assessments to be able to integrate people's spiritual beliefs into therapy, I want to make sure that I'm knowledgeable enough about whatever their beliefs are to be able to assist them. I don't want to be uneducated, especially if it's something that I'm not familiar with. Like today, for example, I was in a doctor's office and the doctor was Indian, and of course, they're all natural, so they don't wear deodorant or anything like that. So, I also want to make sure that um, I'm self aware and that when situations like that occur, that I don't show any type of judgment or biases or um, have any negative facial expressions or anything like that. Um, an individual's beliefs, their values, their sense of purpose affect how they cope, how they make decisions. It affects their relationships. It affects how they see the world. So, as a future, hopefully licensed clinical social worker, I want to be able to make space for that. I want to be able to know why the client's spirituality is important to them. That way, I can help them feel comfortable bringing it into our conversations. That way, I can help them feel understood and more supported on a deeper level, which is what I wrote my paper on, was integrating people's spiritual beliefs into cognitive behavioral therapy. I think that was probably one of the best assignments of this class, even though it was tedious and long. But I learned so much by reading all the peer-reviewed journals and things, all the studies, because I've never, before this class, even thought about bringing spiritual beliefs into therapy. So at the same time, I think that this class has helped me realize that my own spirituality matters. That my goal, nor my right, is to be able to push any of my beliefs on anyone else, because that's not okay. It's okay for anyone to feel or any way that they want. It's okay for anyone to worship who they want to worship. It's okay for anyone to have different beliefs than me. But by being aware of my own values, where my compassion comes from, and how my faith influences the way that I care about people, is a part of me being authentic to myself, which in return makes me to be able to be an authentic clinical social worker. It also, by me realizing my own spirituality and what my beliefs are, it helps me be able to stay grounded, more patient, and be respectful of others. So, in practice, it means that I'll need to make sure that I'm constantly checking myself, to ensure that I am following the NASW, that I'm not showing any biases or anything of that nature. I need to make sure that my own beliefs aren't getting in the way of my therapy, and to be able to use my spirituality as a guide to ensure that I have the ethical behavior that I should have. So overall, I think one of the biggest ideals I'm taking with me from this class is that everyone matters, and understanding spirituality, both the clients and mine, is going to make my sessions more meaningful as well as more supportive. It has helped me be able to see that regardless of who someone is, regardless of their mistakes, they are still humans. That they are not, their struggles do not define them. All right, thanks everybody.